talk about my 30. I'm so late with this, but I'll be really, really transparent and honest. This is not going to be a long live at all because I got to go get my baby. It's Friday. I like to pick her up early on Fridays. But I wanted to share with you guys finally my experience with Yoga Nidra and how triggering, just how triggering sitting still and just like not doing nothing, like that's like it was. I'm such a busybody, like I'm always on a go, I'm always doing things. So like I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I didn't complete the whole, I didn't, hold on, let me just pull up the chat. I didn't complete the full 30-day. I didn't do the Nidra, which is, I don't know if for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, there's a video. I went live. It's on my page about, Yoga Nidra and what it is and the benefits and things like that. And I said I would be doing you guys, I did a poll on if you guys wanted me to do the 30-day challenge first and then put out the Yoga Nidra video. And I told you guys I would be as transparent as possible. I got my journal about my experience. And I just want to say I did not complete all 30 days. Yeah, I didn't complete. I didn't. Nope. I'm gonna be very honest. Stillness is very triggering for me. It's like it's laying down even when I'm doing yoga, and it's like the last 5 or 10 minutes where in a corpse pose, shavasana, did I say it right? But corpse pose, that's what we call it in yoga at the end of the practice when you're laying down doing nothing. It's a lot of like anxiety that comes up when I'm constantly moving. When I'm just on the go, I'm fine. But when it comes to like meditation, when it comes to just doing nothing, like that 30-day challenge that I did in February was very triggering. Like I didn't, it was very uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable. I didn't like, it was just, it's, hey, Miss Sanders, I don't know how to say your first name. I don't want to butcher it. Eugene. It was very triggering. So I wanted to share this with you guys because a lot of people, when people are told, oh, meditate, or you got to work on stillness, or you got to relax more, you got to, you got to just learn how to like, do less and, whatever. That's not always, it can be triggering for certain people. It was triggering for me. Yeah, so I'll just, yeah. I started it was a 21-day Yoga Nidra challenge, my bad. So I started, February 3rd was my first day. I did Nidra at 3:11 p.m. I slept through most of it. And I tell you guys in the Nidra video, you may sleep through it because it's just very relaxing. But I tried not to sleep, but I didn't sleep well that night, so... But I woke up, I didn't sleep well that night, but I woke up from it feeling really good. And then I did yin yoga that night. It felt really good, but it was just hard for me. That day was blurry. Let's move on. The 4th, I did the Nidra. That was February 4th. It was the 26 minutes, and in my journal entry it says I felt as if my throat chakra was throbbing in a nice massaging manner. Maybe there's something I need to speak up about or admit to myself at the very least. There was a lot of subconscious activity that wanted to come up, but I can't remember everything. I need to find something for my back because, oh yeah, so laying down, because I got like, my lower back curves. I got a little butt. When I'm laying flat on my back, it can make my lower back uncomfortable because of the arch. So, and then also I said, I can tell there's a lot that I'm taking in subconsciously on a daily basis that can be limiting, that needs to be filtered out. I feel much better afterwards than I did when I first started yoga. And earlier before that, anxiety due to talking about a particular person. I'm not going to say names. The 5th. I didn't sleep well that night and I felt rushed. Tonight, I didn't want to do Nidra or Yin yoga. I wanted to listen. Yeah. What else? Yeah, I said I didn't want to do either. I didn't want to do yoga. I didn't want to do the Nidra, but I did it anyway. So although on day three, I didn't want to, I still pushed through. The 5th, I missed now. February 4th, I didn't do. So February 5th, right? I felt hungry afterwards. No, sorry, I fell asleep during Nidra after the different body parts or during. I got up after 7 a.m. today. I definitely need to find a way to go to bed earlier. I feel grounded. It felt like a 20-minute nap more so that day, but there was dreams and insights trying to pop up, but I think I was too tired to catch them. So far, going back into my notes and everything, I'm realizing so far what I realized with doing Nidra. Yeah, I did it the 7th, and then it was February 7th, and then the last day was the 24th. So it was very inconsistent. It was so much resistance, and although I know the stillness, doing Nidra is very beneficial, like I was sharing with you guys, it was just so much resistance because sitting still and doing nothing is very hard for me. Very hard. It's not until I'm completely burnt out or tired or sick that I will do nothing. If I don't have a valid reason, and I guess that could be something even to look into as well. Why do I need a valid reason to relax or do nothing? A lot of people struggle with that though, right? February 7th, I kept with the whole lower back because of my arch. I didn't feel like doing it, but I did it anyway, and I'm glad I did. I fell asleep through most of it, as always. And then the 24th, today I did yoga nidra in the bathtub while soaking in hot bubble bath. LOL. Overstimulation and a lack of natural comfort induced anxiety. Subconscious visuals and messages were rapid but clearer. I fell asleep while doing it, and water can't. Yeah, so I realized. Yeah, and then in one of the notes it said I'm a bit more avoidant than I thought and knew. So one thing I'm realizing about myself, what yoga nidra has helped me realize, I can be very avoidant when it comes to facing like certain emotions. Being busy and being active helped me kind of escape that. And I think that's something that most of us struggle with. I don't smoke, I don't drink, so I keep myself busy. And this whole this 21-day supposedly yoga nidra challenge. For those of you that don't know, yoga nidra is a form of sleeping meditation. It's like it's like hypnosis almost. But I realized that there's a lot that I'm avoiding. A lot of there's a lot that I consume during the day, and meditating and doing the practice has made me realize there's a lot of things that I don't need to be consuming, social media, certain TV shows, movies, and things like that, especially before bed. We hold on, our subconscious stores a lot. It stores a lot. It really, really stores a lot. What else did I want to share with you guys? Yeah, so for any of you guys that wanted to start a meditation practice or you were interested in doing Nidra, just know, don't feel shocked or thrown off if you find that you feel more anxious. Then, hey Brianna, don't feel like, oh my God, what's going on? This is supposed to feel good. It doesn't. You may feel anxiety if you're not used to slowing down and taking care of yourself and not being on a go. If you're used to being in your masculine energy, and masculine energy is just about doing, right? If you're not used to kind of just resting and being still, yoga nidra, meditation, all of those things will and may feel really triggering for you guys. So the whole point of the whole point of it is to become aware of what comes up. So for me, I know that I'm more avoidant, and that also explains why when it comes to dating, I'm always like, well, why am I always dealing with people that are emotionally avoidant? They're not really good with their feelings or their emotions and yada yada yada. But neither am I. Surprise! It's like neither am I. It's like neither am I. I'm not that good with my emotions. I can't even. I could laying down feels uncomfortable. It's hard for me to sit still, not just physically, but also mentally. So for me, it's like, wow, I'm much more avoidant than I led on to, or that I was aware of. So I'm gonna I'll do the Nidra video. The thing is, because I live in a noisy area, I have to do it when nobody's home, number one. And it has to be like, I don't know, maybe I gotta wake up like 4 or 5 in the morning where, there's no sirens, it is pretty quiet for me to record it. I'm gonna do like a 20-minute one for you guys. But yeah, I'm much more avoidant. I'm very restless. I overconsume a lot of information during the day. Which makes it hard for me to access and connect with my higher self and just connect with myself in a way that helps me tap in when it comes to just, making decisions and doing things like that. I'm looking at my notes, so I'm not, I'm not getting distracted. But yeah, it can be really triggering. Stillness can be really, really triggering. And also I have an issue with commitment. Guys, I could not commit to doing this for 21 days. I'm avoidant, non-committal with anything that requires transparency, stillness, and vulnerability. Okay? So those are some things that I realized about myself. Yeah, those are like some, and a lot of times a lot of people think, oh, I'm not avoiding. I don't have commitment issues. Commitment issues can look like different things. And this makes sense because a lot of times when it comes to dating, it's very easy for me to cut people off and run away when things get triggering. And this 21-day meditation, yoga nidra / meditation challenge has showed me that, I don't do well with sitting with my feelings. I don't do well with discomfort. I love the transparency you give people because it helps me look at myself and become aware. Yeah, it's a lot of things. It's a lot, girl. It's a lot. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what? It's so easy for me. I do yoga pretty much every day. If I don't do it early in the morning, I do it at night. I don't have again, movement is not an issue for me. It's like sitting still and processing my emotions and thoughts. Those are the things that are much more challenging for me. So for me, it's like, okay, I'm always complaining about meeting men who are emotionally unavailable or who are not in tune with their emotions. Neither am I. So basically, what's happening, and I'm meeting people. I'm coming in contact with people who are mirroring what's really going on inside of me. That's what this 21-day challenge showed me. Is like, oh, the relationships, yes, come through face pretty and that. Oh, thank you, Z. Thank you, girl. The reason why I'm having issues when it comes to dating and men and things like that is because, and men who are non-committal or emotionally avoidant. I'm emotionally avoidant. I'm just meeting people who are just a mirror of, it's, you can hide who you are, you can kind of like dress it up, you can kind of do whatever, but your interactions, the people that are on your frequency, you're always going to be met with people in the situations based on where you're at. And that's what this 21-day supposedly practice that out of the 21 days, I did it like 3 or 4 or 5 times max. Because there was days where even the days that I did do it, I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to sit still. I don't want to sit still. I'd rather do yoga. I want to go to the gym. I want to lift weights. I want to go outside. I want to do. I don't want to. I don't want to sit still. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to sit still. It's like, no. I want to avoid. No. Like it's just like, no. It was, but I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, so there's something within me when it comes to self-intimacy. And if I can't have that with myself, I'm going to keep meeting men that have that, it's going to always be just sexual, or just, there's going to be some type of cap emotionally, or it's going to be superficial, even with friendships. So it's like, that's something I'm learning. That's something that those 21 days, that challenge showed me, is I really do have a hard time with intimacy, vulnerability, and sitting with my feelings. And I'm much more avoidant than I thought. I thought I had an anxious, I think my attachment styles kind of, I have anxious attachment and avoidant attachment. And so it really showed me a lot about myself. I was like, holy shit, like, I'm supposed to tell them the 21 days, and I didn't even do it for 21 days. Like, I did not, yo, when I tell y'all I was so repulsed by it, I was like, no. I was like, no. I just was like, no, this is uncomfortable. I don't feel like sitting still. No. So for those of you, when struggling with meditation, or even just struggling with stillness, right, there's a lot of anxiety behind sitting still because so many things come up, right? When there's no I use distractions as like a coping mechanism too. I've learned that as well too, going with this whole 21 day thing or whatever. Distractions are very comforting for me because it helps me avoid whatever's coming up. Is definitely a challenge. My mind be wandering when I try to meditate. Girl, it's the resistance. I'm either falling asleep or I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I really don't. No. So I wanted to come on and finally, and also procrastination. I have that was a thing that was something that came up for me too. I realized I procrastinate a lot. I procrastinated on doing this live. I was like, oh, it's not the right lighting. Oh, it's not the right time of day. I should do it in the evening. I should do it this day. Oh, it's Mercury retrograde. Oh, I should do it in April. Oh, I should do it in, I was like, girl, today I was like, you know what? I was like, okay, hair looks a mess. Let's put the cap on. Let's put the bun. Let's just get this over. Let's just get it. Let's just like do it and get it over with so that we can just move on. And it's like, things don't have to be perfect. That's another thing. Sometimes I didn't do the Nidra because I'm like, oh, it's not it's not the perfect time of day. It's not this. Perfectionism is also like a cop out. It's also it's a coping mechanism that keeps you stuck because you never get anything done. Then things go left unfinished and you just, nothing grows like that. So I wanted to share with y'all the anxiety behind everything. But yeah, hopefully, you're welcome, Z. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry my apologies for being so late with everything and with doing it. It was just, even doing this caused a lot of anxiety because it requires me to be vulnerable and transparent. And that's something like, I was just saying that I avoid. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will have the Nidra video up very soon. I'll let you guys know. I'll do it first and then let you guys know because I have also, that's something I do. I speak sometimes I speak before I'm really ready to do things. So, and then it's just becomes a whole me chasing my tail. So when I actually do the video, I'll post in the community tab. But thank you guys so much for joining. And have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.